So today I'm going to be doing another video in my college advice series. I get requests almost daily for topics to do in this series, so today I'm going to be doing how to make friends in college and the truth about making friends in college and just what really no one tells you when you're going into this new environment. And it can be really scary, and I know that the first semester for a lot of people, or the first trimester, has just recently ended for a lot of people who are in college, so I thought this would be the perfect time to do so because a lot of people at this time either are loving college and it's just so for them, or people are having trouble with making friends, and that's pretty much the biggest cause for people not liking college at this point in their life and are wondering if they made the right decision and just aren't really excited to go back maybe. So if that pertains to you, then hopefully this video will find you well. Or if you have a friend that's in this situation, then hopefully you can pass this video on to them and maybe help them out a little bit. Just know that you're not alone, and a lot of people feel this way, especially after their first semester in college. That is typically the hardest semester going into college, especially if you're going out of state and don't really know anyone. That was my situation, so I definitely feel for you guys because it can be really scary to put yourself out there and just go into this whole new environment with, you know, all these people that you don't know. I think the hardest thing about making friends in college is that you just don't really know anything about these people. You don't know where their heart is and if they're true, like, good people. And I think that can kind of restrict people from wanting to make the leap in trying to get a connection with someone. And I think the biggest thing you need to do is just let your guard down, and if you get hurt, you get hurt, but you can make some of the best friends in college. There's this common misconception that you're never going to make those deep connections with people that you meet in college that you had, you know, as your childhood friends, as your high school friends, but that is so not true. It's just a matter of putting yourself out there, and I think you really need to join organizations and join a club, join a sorority, join something as soon as you get to college. I think it's difficult with some colleges. They do like sorority recruitment and whatnot the spring semester. So if your school waits until the spring, then join something else right away. For me, rush week was the week before school even started. So I went to college in a new state with only knowing one person, and that being my roommate. So we didn't know a single person, and we had to unpack our stuff and go to recruitment the very first day that we moved down there. So it was a really stressful day, but we got to meet up with everyone on our floor that was going through recruitment, and then we did the first few days together. So I'm very grateful for that because we were just sitting in the auditorium getting this presentation on what Greek life is, kind of to get you a little bit less nervous about the whole thing and what to expect. So we were like passing around forms, and we decided to like introduce ourselves to the girl who's sitting next to us, and her name was Katie, and she was like, hey, like, I'm Katie, here's my friend Megan, we both went to high school together. And we were like, oh cool, like, we're from Minnesota and we don't really know anyone. So we started talking to them, and they became our best friends on our floor, and we're still really good friends with them today. Even though we're all in different majors, even though we're all in different sororities, we still find time to hang out a lot. Just little things like that. You don't really know when you're gonna meet people. It's kind of weird to think if we didn't really put ourselves out there during that weekend, if we were closed off and we're just nervous and didn't want to talk to anyone in our group, we may have not been friends with them even though they lived like a couple doors down from us on our floor. So that would have been really disappointing, and I can't imagine freshman year without them. So definitely don't be afraid to talk to people. I know in high school and whatnot it's kind of weird to just go up to people in the hallway that you're not friends with or that you don't know or just start talking to them. But college is totally different. Like, you can go up and talk to people, and people don't care what grade you're in. No one questions it, you know. Whereas in high school, people are like, oh, are you a junior? Like, I'm a senior, I can't talk to you. Besides academics and going to get an education, the second biggest reason people go to college is the social aspect, and that is what it's all about. It's all about having fun, meeting people that you're gonna be, you know, they're gonna be your bridesmaids someday, they're gonna be your groomsmen, they're gonna be some of your best friends coming from college, and you're never going to get that unless you put yourself out there and you introduce yourself first. If someone else is shy next to you, maybe they're feeling the exact same thing, and that's something they have to realize, is that everyone, especially freshman year, is going through this together. So that's why it's really fun to join an organization right away, because everyone feels that all that nerves, and even if they're putting up a front and pretending they're having the best time, a lot of time people are just as nervous as you may be. So make that leap, and even if it's out of your comfort zone, what's the worst that could happen? Also, just talk to people in your classes. That just helps make the campus feel a lot smaller in a good way, because you start to see familiar faces. And I remember the first week that I was in school, I was like, wow, I already recognize like quite a few people just walking to classes, like even very faintly, just from being, you know, in multiple classes together, from being on my dorm floor or just my dorm hall in general, and in Greek life. Another tip on making friends in college: don't be stuck in your high school years. This is really important and something that I learned, and a lot of people I found do this, and I was definitely one of those people at first. I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't. When you're coming out of high school, that's pretty much all you know, and you're kind of still stuck in that high school world, and you don't really think anything else is out there. And then when you come to college, it's this whole new world with so many new people from so many different places, and typically the first semester everyone's talking about how great their high school was, how great their state was, how great their, you know, football team was, and will like show you their football reels online. Like literally people do that. But if you're still doing that the second semester and the second year of college, then you definitely need to tone that back, because no one really cares how cool you were in high school. No one cares if you're voted best dressed in high school or most athletic. If that's all you talk about, then people aren't really going to want to be around you, because they just don't really care. Basically what I'm saying is just don't be stuck in the past. Move forward with your life. This is a new chapter and you don't want to be stuck in the past. The last thing I just want to mention is to remember to be yourself. College is definitely a time to reinvent yourself, don't get me wrong. If you want to go by a new name, go by a new name. When I first got to college, I started having people call me Kat because I wanted a new name that was different than Caitlin. It actually did catch on for a while, and then I just stopped like responding to it because I was like, ooh, there's Kat. If you were a stuck-up bitch in high school and you want to be a nice person, which you should be, then by all means be that person. And it's not being fake if you want to be a better person, but just keep in mind, be yourself, because people are going to see right through that in college if you are pretty much anything other than yourself. The first year in college is definitely hard in terms of being yourself, because you're all around all these new people and new environments, and people are saying kind of stuff, and you want to make friends and you want to fit in, but don't try to mold to everyone just because you want to make friends. Like, still be true to yourself and, you know, stick up for what you believe in. I know this video was kind of all over the place and sporadic, but I hope you guys took something from this video, and just know, if anything, from this video that you are not alone. A lot of people feel this way. It is hard adjusting to college, but you will find your friends, you will find your way. Start saying yes to opportunities, even if it's something that you may have never done in high school. Say yes, open those doors for yourself, because you never know what's gonna happen. Be patient, know that friendships take time. They're not going to develop in a day. I mean, they may start in a day, but they're not going to be that level of comfort and that level of loyalty over just one day. You're gonna learn not only who other people really are, but who you really are. And just take it a day at a time. It gets better. If you guys have any other advice or questions, please leave them in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you at all, and also let me know in the comments what other college or high school advice videos you want me to do next. Do not forget to follow me on all my social media sites: Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook. I recently changed my Instagram name to Caitlin Bea instead of Glamourisa16, so be sure that you are following me. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.